Hi you guys, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is Varouche. I'm excited to be here and this is my pick a card. We're doing the power of 3, which is a special reading to tell you what's going to happen in your destiny in the next 3 hours, 3 weeks, or 3 months. So you can choose one of the 3 timelines, 3 months, 3 hours, or 3 weeks, and choose one of these piles, or you can just choose a pile like you usually do and just see what happens and see if you get any sensation about whether or not this is a 3 hours, 3 weeks, or 3 days timeline. So anyway, you can also choose 3 different topics to get information on. You can pick a card whenever you like. These are timeless. So make sure to like and comment. This video is on a separate channel, and subscribe to this channel. It's called Pick a Card. All the decks in here are in my shop on Amazon, so go check them out. You can get them for pretty affordable rates. A lot of these decks that I'm using are under $20. So go check those out as well, and then go over to the main channel if you're interested in monthly readings. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited to do this very special reading for you guys. And now let's take a look at what your destiny is. So this is called the power of 3 hours, 3 days, 3 months. Okay, so we're gonna start with pile 1. Hi 1, thank you for joining me. Welcome to my channel. So we're going to take a look at your cards for the next 3 hours, 3 weeks, or 3 months. Let's take a look at your tarot cards first. We're just going to have 2 tarot cards today. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is called the wheel in this deck. This is the breakthrough. There's some wonderful opportunity that is coming into your life. It's almost by a huge windfall. It's a huge opportunity and a lot of luck that has come into your life to bring you forward in this direction. You're kind of unexpectedly taken in some type of direction. You're unexpectedly being guided to take this direction, and I think that when you see it, you will know exactly that this is the opportunity for you. Let's take a look at your next card. We have the 5 of Angels, Withdraw. This is the 5 of Swords in the regular tarot decks. So you had lost out on something in the past. Something was corrupt, something was unfair, and now you are getting an opportunity to right a wrong right. That doesn't mean that you're going to be going into a conflict with anybody. It just means that now you will have the opportunity to get back the advantages that you had lost in this conflict initially. So this is my favorite deck. You guys know this is the Oracle of Love. We're going to have 3 cards from this. So we have the Man of the Earth, the Woman of the Sky. To me, this is like very, very shamanistic deck, and especially this card, to me, it makes me feel like there's a man who's standing on a cliff and he's looking out into a big canyon, and over the air you can see the energy of the woman that he is, searching for, or he's remembering, and she's there in the mist. That doesn't mean somebody's passed away. It just means that there's a sense of longing in this card. There's a sense of wanting to be together. In another reading, I told you guys about Uranus and the goddess Gaia, and how they actually, Uranus was the god of the sky and Gaia was Mother Earth, and they are the primordial gods, right? They're the first gods, the firstborn. Gaia was the firstborn, and then it was then Uranus was born. And so this is kind of inverted from this card, but in this card, what I'm picking up on is that maybe there was an opportunity in love or an intimate connection that was lost due to the interjection of other people. So maybe other women or other men had gotten involved in your relationship with someone else and kind of pushed things along until things fractured. That's what I feel. And I feel like you are getting the opportunity to revisit that again. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be closure though. So the situation didn't work out, but you still feel like you were wronged, that you had missed out, that you were wronged by, right? However, I feel like maybe for some of you, that you will revisit this and realize that the closure happened in such a way that it was always supposed to. Sorry to tell you that. Not for everyone. Oh, my favorite card. Okay, so we have the Ancient Ones. So this is a karmic issue. I know people say, oh, there's karma everywhere. Yeah, but when I say karmic issue, I mean like this is more resonant. This is something very special about this moment. Something very special about this time is coming into focus. And so I feel like there is a very special connection, a very important moment that in some way is coming together in order to reconcile a question from the past. And when I say the past, I mean the karmic past, and I mean past lives, other dimensions, okay? Here is the next message. We have the card of falling. So yeah, the canyon, isn't that interesting? There's a sense of something falling out of your reach. You know how you see in movies when someone reaches out and can't grasp someone. There's this situation in which someone has fallen or is falling away. Now the falling happened in a past life. You know, someone fell, someone didn't get in there in time. There was some kind of a timing issue. Now in this situation, I feel like you are again revisiting this trauma that happened in a past life, and now you are revisiting this energy, and the person who's falling away, the person who is rapidly moving away from one person to another, but that's not what I mean. The space is growing so fast that you can't keep up with this relationship. Now you get an opportunity to revisit. So I think the universe wants to correct this karma. I think that the universe wants to correct this. This is something unfair happened. It was a rumor. It was something unfortunate that someone interjected into a situation, and the pace at which something is falling is fast. But I feel like the Jupiter was the king of the gods, right? So he is the head honcho. He rules this card, Jupiter, okay? The Wheel of Fortune. So this means that the universe is sending in a lot of luck into your situation in order to make it a reality, make it a possibility. Let's take a look at your next card. So now we're into the oracle cards. You have the card of compassion and understanding. Yeah, so the universe is compassionate to what's happened, right? The universe has heard the fact that there's a struggle that's not been fair in your direction, in one person's direction, and it's sending in some type of energy to try to help and reconcile this. This is the universe being compassionate. Now we have an animal oracle card. So we have the mouse spirit. So this is our spirit guide for today. Tend to the small things. I feel like maybe there is a duality here. There's two things going on. There's the thing that's preoccupying one or both people, to do with falling, to do with moving away. You know, when something moves away quickly, a baby grasps it really thoroughly, you know, like a finger or something, a rattle, right? And the baby sort of gets tunnel vision. We all do. We're all, you know, programmed, biologically predispositioned to have a certain reaction. The grasp instinct is really one of the core instincts that we have as human beings, to grab, okay? And so this energy can feel very distracting, because it's like pulling away and you just want to grab at it, you want to get hold. But this is reminding you, the little mouse spirit is telling you, be careful, because you have to address some of the things that are in the present moment, address some of the little things going on around you in order to reconcile them, in order to fix them. Here is the next message. We have the mystic. So this is the woman that the man is pining after, the and if you are same sex, or if you are multi-gendered, or whatever orientation you have, please adjust this to your own personal trajectory or your personal identity, right? That's 100% okay. But in the story of the man of the earth, the woman of the sky, the man standing over a cliff, looking into the distance, there's the mystic. So he saw something. He caught a glimpse of something. He saw something in the mist, right? Like I told you, it wasn't about someone passing away. It was more like this energy that was leaving him that he saw in passing, that was so resonant, and that was so resonant and so important for him to get a hold of. Like, he felt it was imperative to hold on before it left him forever. You know, he felt that sense that if he didn't hold on, it would disappear. And this very special spirit, the mystic, I love this card so much. This mystic in some way was evasive, you know, sort of leaving, sort of disguised, and so there was a desperation in that energy, and that was connected to past lives, to the ancient ones, the primordial energy. Here is the next message. We have walk it off. Okay, so there's 2 cards stuck here. You guys are lucky, you get 2. Everybody else is going to get 1. So we have walk it off, and this is clear the path. Okay, so in some way there's a message that one is supposed to just fight the instinct to grab and pay attention to the details, and then also give some time to kind of decompress, walk it off, and release. And then as you walk it off, you're going to be clearing the path for this to come in. Let the universe work for you, because our first card is Jupiter. Let the universe bring in the blessings. Here is the next message, our last card. We have expansion. So this is a level up, right? 44 is my favorite number. And yeah, 44 is the number say in Cantonese. It represents permanence. It represents stability and continuum. And so expansion, to me, this is a confirmation that this relationship is coming back around, whether in this lifetime or in a future lifetime. The real message here is to release and allow the universe stew to kind of percolate and turn, and in order for you to elevate, in order for you to expand. Now, with these little details here that the Most Spirit is reminding us of, it's important to remember that maybe some of the little details that you have to tend to actually lead into your expansion. You're about to set sail on a big journey, you know, how do you say, spiritually or metaphysically, maybe physically as well, but it's not necessarily involved in travel. You're going somewhere, right? You're going through a level up, and so you have to address all the little incidentals, all the little things that are here in your past. You're living in your past right now, and you're about to set sail in a new direction. And I think that if she is the person you're perceiving, or if she is a he, that's fine too. If you've had this moment of lucidity and seeing this person and seeing this trajectory, I feel like it was a sign. So if you do not end up with this person who you're so longing for, then it's a sign of this cleared path that you're on. There's a sign here in all this of your expansion, and you need to celebrate now, because universe has stepped in and helped you rise above all the little incidentals that the unfairness that happened. It was like a situation in which someone dragged you into something that you shouldn't have been in, and the universe stepped in, pulled you out of it. There was like a sign, a person, a spirit guide that showed up. This could be a spirit guide, so it's not necessarily a person, but walk off the need to grab, because that's connected to your past life. I'm just summarizing for you here, and then walk it off, because the path is clear, and you need to get out of that instinct to grab, which is karmic. Because in some way in the past someone fell, something happened, there was a loss of control, and so you're reliving that now through all the different lifetimes. And the best thing you can do for yourself in this lifetime and a future lifetime is to release the need to grab and hold and control and take power, because you are indeed in your expansion. And so therefore, when you grab and control, you're limiting the potential of your expansion, which you want to really reinforce. So two things, two takeaways: do the little details and don't grab at the energy. Remember that it is churning over to you in some way and you are expanding. This is such a beautiful card, such a confirmation. So 3 days, 3 hours, or 3 weeks. Remember that. Okay. I hope that was fun for you. That I got really into that one, huh? What, 15 minutes? Oh, you guys, I'm such a sucker. I'm like, the whole thing's gonna be half an hour. No way, Farouche. Okay, so number 2's, hey girl, hey, welcome to my channel. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and like. Remember, this is separate from my main channel, so maybe one day this will be my main channel, because I love the pick a card so much. Okay, so let's see your messages. We have the 9 of Hearts. We have stability, okay? So this is Jupiter in Pisces, and this is the wish card. So you're allowed to make a wish. I do have a sparkler, you guys. You guys are going to get a sparkler, but if this burns, I'm going to be so disappointed. So I used to do this on my daily show. So I used to have a daily show on YouTube. It was called Tarot Talk. And we're going to bring it back. It's just I'm coming back from school, so there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of client orders I have to catch up on. And so make sure to take care of everything on my plate before I add on more. But we used to do this special Make-A-Wish session, and so I had these sparklers, and whenever the 9 of Cups came up, which is this card, you guys would get a wish. So in the next 3 minutes, wow, maybe that was in the next 3 hours, 3 weeks, or 3 months, you are going to get this wish. So make a wish while the sparkler is burning, and don't forget to make a wish for me, guys. I need it, okay? And if you chose another number, don't feel free to make a wish as well. It's a party for everyone. Hey girl, hey. This is the sparkler gang. I was seeing people using the gang, kind of, they're all like 1111 gang or whatever. That's my gang, 1111 gang. And so this is the sparkler gang. Make a wish, guys. I wish you all the best. Namaste, namaste. I found this little picture, and so I have it here. Namaste. It's a magnet. It's really cute. There you go. Okay. So you guys, number 2's got a wish. Number 3's are going to be mad because I don't have any more sparklers on hand. Okay, I do have one. Okay, so no, I don't. I do. Okay, so back to the reading at hand. So you have the 9 of Cups, stability, okay? And so in some way there's a wish that's coming into your life at this time. Something that you truly wanted is here. This is abundant love energy. So this card sometimes has negative connotations, but this time I truly feel like only goodness is coming into your life. Here is the next message. We have the 8 of Hearts, which is Saturn in Pisces. So this is codependency. To me, this is 8 of Hearts is choosing something that you truly don't want to do for ulterior reasons like fear, and that's codependency. That's why it's called that. This is also the card of leaving things behind and letting go. So I think what's going on is that you have been living with things that you truly don't want, right? You've been living with things that are 75% and you deserve 100. And so you have taken Saturn, right? Saturn is the planet of limitations and rules and structure. And so in some way, you have been living with less than what you deserve. You've convinced yourself that you are going to, in some way, kind of have, you know, the small percentage instead of a larger percentage of what you can in life. Here are your cards from the Journey of Love Oracle deck, my favorite deck, the Mother Prays. So you've been living at 60%, 75%, and now it's your time to receive. And so I feel like the big question is, how attached are you to the 60% when you are presented with everything that you want? I think some of you are going to actually stick to this, because I think that you have learned the lesson of gratitude, and really you have truly absorbed the life that you have, and you are grateful for it. And in some way, that's the bigger wish, that's the bigger desire, to have a fulfillment and a sense of fulfillment or happiness for what you have. The mother praise is the mother's prayer. It is your mother's, your grandmother's, your aunt's, women's prayer for you, your friend's prayer for you, the good, willing nature of the heart of the mother. Here is the next message. We have the eruption of light. So something really quick is coming into your life. It's going to change the circumstances altogether. If you've been sort of disappointed or feeling like your life is at half pace, I think very quickly now you have like an abundant wish. It's like you're getting a gift is being delivered to you. Here is the next message. We have gifts received. Boom, there we go. You're receiving something huge. So I want you guys to remind me of this. I'm calling in the first reading and in this one, I've been calling the exact thing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going slower. I got really wound up trying to complete all your guys' yearly readings, so I started speaking much faster. But now, and then I feel apologetic. I'm like, I gotta tell them everything, but then I realize that I'm giving myself a heart attack to try to do that. So I hope that you guys can see the slowed down pace. Also, I was nervous about some things, so that was coming through my tone. And it's been for like 8 months now, so I hope this is where I'm coming back to. But anyway, so we have this gifts received, as I said. There's something that is coming into your life that you've truly wanted, something that you had been hoping would come for you, and it is. And I feel like it is like, you know, when you're in a dark room and somebody opens up the curtains, this is the energy. So this is the visual. You want to visualize yourself in a darkened room with heavy curtains and someone just opening the curtains, and in front of you is, you know, a beautiful garden, or maybe a terrace, you know, something beautiful, a dog waiting outside the window barking at you, something sweet. So what's outside the window? Ask yourself, ask your intuition, and integrate the answer into the reading that I'm doing for you. Now we're going to move into our oracle cards. So your first message is illusion. So this is people finding compromise, right? This also sometimes is called shortchanging yourself. So in some way you had limited yourself and your acceptance of things in order to deal with and find gratitude for what you have, right? And so I feel like maybe there's some different things going on here. There's one level, which I said first, that maybe the thing that you had accepted has become your wish and has become the thing that you truly deserve. But maybe there is this second layer that maybe you've accepted some things that you are not deserving of, that are below you or beneath you. I'm not a very hierarchical person. I don't think of people in better and worse, but maybe you're in a situation that is beneath you, that has been shortchanging you, and now in some way there is a gift that is coming into your life. Here is the next message. We have the animal spirit. We have the flamingo spirit. Hey girl, hey. Embrace the in-between. So it's kind of a little bit of everything here, and you need to find your answer through. This is a time that's coming in that's going to be very prosperous and very positive for you. It's going to bring a lot of abundance and hope into your life, and you are going to receive great gifts, because in some way you are going to kind of imagine having a basket, and you will be picking from kind of both energies, from the things you truly want and the things you have earned when you weren't getting everything you truly wanted. So you don't have to necessarily abandon everything. And I think that you will be facing the illusion, like you're empowered in some way to contend with the illusion of having to deal with the reality of life. Like, in some way, the things that you have been getting that have been a portion of what you have set out to get, or what you truly wanted, and what you've told yourself to accept those things, what you've told your mind to accept those things, and how you reconciled them in order to free yourself. Okay, let's see the next message. We have the emergence card. And so the emergence card represents that slowly and surely, you don't have to rush. I know it's called the eruption of light. I feel as though you are emerging from behind the veil. The veil is a huge archetype in the tarot and in metaphysics in general, also in Christianity. The concept of the veil represents our separation from the universe, our separation from God. In scientific terms, the veil is sort of our boundary, the boundary of our capacity to understand, reason, and perceive. So we all have sensory limitations, brain activity limitations, memory limitations. And so there's this veil that we all sort of live with. There's a horizon. The veil is a horizon of human thought and cognition and perception. And so you are in some way emerging from a limited veil. That veil was pulled back for you, but there's so much more that you can explore. So you can push further now. But I would suggest that you go slowly. I would suggest that you go slowly so that you get to really enjoy every step in the process. Everything that is being given to you now. Everything that is being given to you now is in some way the thing that you are emerging beyond, the illusion of the limitations, the compromises that you have accepted. Life has shifted. It's interesting, your astrology must be really neat right now. Your astrology is probably, I usually tell clients, oftentimes I get clients either going into the tunnel or out of the tunnel, and it looks like you're emerging from some kind of astrological tunnel. What I mean by that is that transits sometimes can have an impact on us for a longer period of time, especially all the planets out from Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter's 1 year transit, so but Saturn and on and out, right? So Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, right? And so all the, and Ceres, Ceres is faster, sorry. But Eris, for example, that's a long tunnel. That's a tunnel we all share. Anyway, so when these planets go into aspect in our chart, they influence us for long periods of time. And so Chiron, that's what I was thinking of, not Ceres, sorry. And so when these planets move into certain positions, they can have a huge effect on our life for a long period of time. And so either we're going into a tunnel if it's something harsh like Chiron over your sun, that's like a 3-year tunnel of Chiron over your sun, or you're emerging, when you're leaving behind, or if a good planet like Jupiter or Neptune starts rolling over certain planets, then it's just an expansion. Uranus as well, Pluto too, but Pluto's a difficult one to discuss this way. So we have be grateful. And I think this is what you've been practicing for a while, is gratitude. And kind of seeing the space between is my favorite little concept in philosophy. And it's like, yeah, embrace the space between, embrace the totality, the magnificence, the potential. Here is the next message. We have meditation. So I said go slow and pay attention to everything. Pay attention to the things you're leaving behind. Pay attention to what you want to bring with you. Pay attention to the new things that are coming in. There's so much abundance that's coming in for you now. But I think you need to wisely use your time wisely and be smart about it and integrate. You're weaving a tapestry now, and the tapestry is your future. So very abundant reading. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe. Now we're going to move on to 3. Remember, this is the power of 3 reading, and so what this means is that you can choose one of each piles for 3 hours, 3 days, or 3 months. That's the timelines I set for it, and it is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching, you're welcome to watch it. Okay, so let's see your message number 3s. And this can happen in 3 hours, 3 days or 3 months, right? Okay, this is your destiny. So we have the Knight of Trees. Here we go. So we have the Custodian. You guys are laughing. I always choose 3 so everybody knows. So we have the Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn secondary transits in air. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This could be you or it could be someone else. This is someone who is definitely on some kind of journey or some kind of project. So this is someone who is trying to achieve something in their life and they're pushing forward to make it a reality. Let's take a look at your next message. We have the 9 of Trees. So this is the 9 of Pentacles. Venus in Virgo. And so this is refinement. This is a singles card. I just got to tell you guys. But this is like single, like a bossed out single. Like you're bossing out. You couldn't give 2 hoots about anything except your goals and the things you're achieving. I feel like maybe there's like these are both earth cards, so there's a lot of earth energy. There's a lot of energy here to do with financial stability and goals. So someone's working really, really hard towards achieving something really great in their lives. And I think they're achieving it one step in front of the next. Forgive yourself for your wrongs. Keep moving. Loving all that is. This is embracing the world, and this is embracing the possibility of everything. This could be someone who's come into your life who's extremely down to earth, someone who is very practical, someone who is very much a comfort and a friend and trustworthy energy for you. So I feel like this person or this energy is in some way helping you and facilitating for you growth and expansion in your own directions. The Blood Dance. So this is that moment in which you break through. You can see this is the moment in which you can break through. This is actually the dress, and here are her arms growing out. So this is like that moment of eureka, like you know exactly which way to go and you embracing the light. There's the image is moving into the light here. This is like I was talking in number 2 about tunnels, astrological tunnels, and maybe this is something that you're experiencing as well. You're about to head out of some type of tunnel or head into some wonderful light-filled tunnel of good luck and opportunity. And then we have Towering Magnificence. Whatever you've been working on, number 3, it's going to be huge. I'm telling you now, whatever you have put your effort behind, it's huge, it's magnificent, it's beautiful. I feel as though you've met the right person because in some way you had also a friend or something. You had met the right person because you have been putting in the right effort at the right time and in the right direction. So it keeps building up for you. It keeps making you stronger and stronger, and you keep reinforcing this true path forward in some kind of amazing direction. You have been building something and there's going to be a huge outcome. So there's this kind of promise here of embracing the life, embracing all the possibilities of how you live, what's available to you, and all the experiences that you have. The first feeling I had about the Knight of Trees was this was someone who had come along in your moment in which you were kind of working hard and rising, when nobody was sort of paying attention to you. Nobody was sort of couldn't care less, you know. But this person is a person of character. This is a person of strong due diligence and good ethics and good morals. And so this person is along for the journey with you now. So this is more about you being successful. However, I feel it's either a friend, it could be a potential love interest, but it could be a man or a woman. So this is dualistic. This is you, but this is also someone around you. I feel really strongly that there's someone around who is very trustworthy and who really wants to help you along towards your goals and towards your ambitions. They have the same vision, right? So whenever you're trying to do something, you need to find people with the same vision as you. That's the goal of success, right? In order to make things happen in a big way, you want to find people who resonate and understand your message. whatever it is you're doing, whether you're going to school, whether you are starting a business, whether you are working in a company. Look for people who are like-minded and build like-minded connections with the people around you, especially if you're in somebody else's business. Your goal is to find kind of common ground with your coworkers, right? That's the goal. So you just do that. And I feel like this person organically came in. Sometimes we have to build it ourselves a little bit, and sometimes it happens organically. We're always waiting for the time when it's really authentic, right? And it's very hard because we all have so many different interests that it's very hard to find people who have the common idea. And simplify your idea too. I feel like your idea is quite simple. I feel like you're no longer thinking about a million different projects. You're thinking about one, and that one, it's not like putting eggs in one basket. It feels like there is one thing that stands above everything else, and that's the right path. Here is the next message. So the sound. So there's like a resonance, there's a truth. It's like I said, it's very simple. It's not like a situation in which you have to really compile all these reasons and really come outside of yourself. You have hit the chord of truth with someone, and they understand what you're doing, what you're about. And I think that they're about that too. And so in their own way, they could be from a different industry. In fact, I think they are. The support that they want to offer is like, how do you say, the support that they want to offer is because they understand that that's their role to play in the situation, and that they understand that they have to contribute in this way because they will have their own things to take care of. However, I think that they see that you have a very distinct path, and you deserve the success and the support for your altruism and your genuine effort in what you are doing. Boom. Here is the next message. We have the armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. So again, this is good that this came out. The spirits have been very much like reminders to tell us, oh, watch out for this or pay attention for that. So we have the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Okay, so I feel like what this is telling us, or what the animal spirit is telling us, is that this feels very idyllic, and I think it's very genuine. But remember, time changes people. It changes their opinion. It changes their path or what they're doing, and so be very, very careful in setting healthy boundaries. This means that if this person is investing in you, that you have a contract laid out to make sure that your respective responsibilities are clearly defined, so that you, when things change, this is really true when people get married. You know, they go into marriages and these kinds of legal partnerships thinking that they're going to be together forever, and then 25 years in, there's a divorce and something changed, people change, their opinions change, whatever. And so I feel like this is reminding you that even though this is a perfect ally for now, your main ally is yourself. You have this beautiful card here called Towering Magnificence. You're building something very special, and so have responsibility for it for yourself. You answer to only yourself, okay? Here is the next message. We have the birth. So if you're not sure what you're building yet, I think it's coming into focus. Remember, we have 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. So something is really coming into focus about what you are creating and what you are manifesting. Here is the next message. We have the call on your runners. So this is delegate card. This means that you have to shift your focus in some way to delegate to people who will support you and who will do things for you. This will cost you money. This will cost you whatever, but you are going to have to, for example, I order all my groceries to be brought to my house. It's not that I don't like grocery shopping. It's nothing else. Then I have to save time, and so I choose things like shopping online for groceries to have things brought to me. Same thing with clothes. A lot of things, I just have that part of my life streamlined. And so my runners are the people who deliver things for me, or anything else that I create in order to streamline my usage of time, right? So you guys ask me all the time, how do I put out so much content? I'm very good at time management. So it is what it is, right? So you need to delegate because you're building something really special, something really wonderful is coming when it clicks in. So if it hasn't clicked in, it's going to be very clear when it clicks in and you realize that something is becoming a reality. Then you will have that moment in which, aha, I get it. This is the direction I'll go. No looking back. And this person is going to support you, right? But you need to make sure that you watch your boundaries, because so many times in Facebook, right, that was a huge legal issue. Who's who and what's what, because in good faith, I think people started a platform, a social media platform that became, a multi-billion, trillion-dollar, I think it's a trillion-dollar company now. And so those people didn't think to define their boundaries. So really dot your I's, dot your T's, and cross your I's. Yeah, something like that. So make sure that you're very careful at this time. It's not about being distrustful. I think if you bring a contract to someone who's trying to help you and they give you an attitude, very likely there's something there that you're not seeing. So there's no loser in that. Make sure that you watch your boundaries with people. The message here is you, like very much you going the distance and you eliminating using your time on things that are not necessarily primary. You will have to focus a lot of time on something very specific, and that specific thing will in some way be the main focus of your attention. There is only light. You got something. This is what it's saying. It's simple, it's direct, and you've been waiting for it for a while. I think that you got something, and I think it's very clear that you have the right path, and the messages are coming in, and watch your boundaries with people and delegate, and so yeah. So use your time wisely. I wish you guys all the best. This is a powerful reading. Each one was very powerful. So really pay attention to your surroundings. There's blessings coming in for all of us. I hope you have a wonderful day. This was actually a very special pick a card for the Pick a Card channel. And I can't really tell you guys why, but it's really special. So make sure to like and comment and celebrate with me. That's why I put it out for you in this dramatic kind of style. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.